Hi and welcome to this edition of Fedmail. Thank you for joining us on this cold, wet, and windy Friday afternoon here in Central Mass. I hope you and your families are doing well during this third full week of quarantine. I know this is a difficult time. I've talked to many community members who are really beginning to feel the effects of the COVID-19 epidemic, and Federation is doing a lot to help. I'll get to that in a moment, but first I wanted to share with you a bit of good news. You might have missed it in the past several editions of Fedmail, but we have successfully completed our $400,000 fundraising campaign to beautify and revitalize our Worcester Jewish cemeteries. This has been a major undertaking. Thank you to all of the donors who have taken part in these efforts. Thank you very much to Dana Levinson, who led the way, came up with the idea, and helped in so many different facets of this project. But I also want to point out that over the years, there have been a number of donors who have given to help with cemetery maintenance. Thank you to all of you who have done that. Really, it's such a mitzvah to make sure that these cemeteries are a place of dignity. And it's important work, and sometimes this is forgotten. Well, I want you to know that we appreciate it. We're grateful for your generosity, and we're very eager to get started on the revitalization efforts. Work should get underway very soon, and hopefully this summer when you visit the cemeteries, you'll see greatly improved sites. I also want to remind all of the students out there that we are still accepting entries into the Art and Essay Challenge for Yom HaShoah. Thank you to the B'nai B'rith local Worcester Lodge for helping to sponsor this year's project. For those students who are interested in applying, please check out the form below in Fedmail and get in touch with us if you have any questions. For submitting your projects, you can simply forward along your essays or art pieces to director@jfcm, director@jfcm.org. We will take a look at the entries soon and we'll get back to you. So we want you to participate. It's a great thing to do while you're at home on quarantine, and Holocaust remembrance is one of the most important pieces of Jewish identity, and it's important for all of us to continue to teach the lessons of the Holocaust. So with Yom HaShoah quickly approaching, we want to be sure that our students are involved and knowledgeable, and that this is on their mind. So participate in the contest. Let us know if you have any questions, and we'll be happy to answer those. I also want to thank all of you who have reached out and volunteered your efforts, both in terms of donations and in your time to help those in need during this crisis. I'd like to also say that many folks reached out to us to order Seder in a box. Those are the meals that we're providing for Passover in conjunction with the Torah Center. We're happy to be providing that, and thank you to the volunteers who have stepped up and said that they would help to deliver those Seders in a boxes, and also to help with grocery deliveries, running errands, other transportation issues, and of course, thank you to those who have made donations to help support those in need. Particularly, I'd like to thank the Melvin S. Cutler Charitable Foundation for making a very generous donation recently. We've had calls come in for folks who are desperate for assistance already, only 3 weeks into this. And unfortunately, based on what the experts have said, it looks like the situation might become more difficult over the next short period of time. So we're all ready and prepared for that, and we want to let the community know that we might need to ask for more support to help in these efforts. I also want to add that the Jewish Federation and Jewish Family and Children's Service have a tzedakah fund program in place to help those needing assistance. Please let us know. You can use a form that we've created that's accessible right here in this edition of Fedmail. We're also looking for volunteers in other ways. As I mentioned before, you can sign up for that through that link also. And it's not just Federation efforts here. We are working with the Worcester JCC and with our congregations to make sure that all bases are covered. There's a lot to do. This is a massive undertaking, and by coordinating efforts, we hope to be most effective. I want to tell you that our thoughts and our wishes are with all of the healthcare facilities in the community. There are a lot of us there are many of us who have friends who are among the vulnerable, and we're thinking of you. We're hoping for the best for you, and whatever Federation can do to help, we are here to help. I also want to let you know that if you're in the medical community and in need of medical supplies, masks, and the like, please let Federation know. There are 2 contacts in the community who have reached out to us and said that they have masks and other medical supplies available, and we want to make those available to you. So please let us know. We've shared that information with a number of medical facilities and healthcare facilities across the city. And in case we missed any of you, please reach out to us. We are preparing for the weeks ahead and staying in contact with all of the leadership at our congregations. I just want to say that I'm so proud of our community for stepping up. There's such strength and unity here. And oftentimes, when we are challenged by things like this pandemic, or in years past, whether it was terrorism or other economic downturns, often we see that this brings out the best in people, and this is certainly a case of that. There are so many positive things taking place, whether it's the congregations providing online streaming of their services to our religious school teachers who are doing just a fabulous job reaching out to the students. I see so many great things happening right now. There are a lot of reasons to count our blessings and to feel very good about that, while also not losing sight of the seriousness of this pandemic and recognizing that there are real risks involved and people who are out there hurting. We want you to know that we're thinking of you. We send our love to you. We are here to help, and we are ready to help. So please be in contact with us. We'll be in contact with you. Let us know, and wishing you a good Shabbos. Shabbat is a time to reflect, to be with your family, and to recognize just the blessings that we have, and to take time to step back. During this crisis, I think that we can all find a little bit of comfort in our traditions. We can find comfort in knowing that the Jewish community is making sure that you are not alone, and that no Jewish families, no Jewish individuals are alone, no matter where they are in the world, whether they're in Central Mass or whether they're back in Afula. And I just want to tell you all that we're thinking of you, particularly our friends and family in Afula, our friends and family in New York City and other places where this crisis has really hit hard. Sending our love, and again, Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos. Bye-bye.